Hey, Facebook. What's going on? Turn my music down here. Hey, guys. Hello, Facebook. All right, let me share this across my pages, you guys. Let's see. Oops. Hey, Facebook. I'm listening to see if you can hear my music. Okay, you could a little bit. All right, so let me share this really quick, and then we are going to have some conversation. Let's see, share to a page. Share on my timeline. Whew, how are you guys doing? Come on in. Come on in, you guys. Come on in. Let's chat for a second. Or maybe, I don't know, 20 minutes. All right. Here we go. Whew, how is everybody doing today? I'm in this weird place where it's like, you know, the Christmas holiday is over. We're heading into the new year. My daughter's home from school because of, you know, the holidays. Just in a weird place. So anyway, I wanted to come to you and talk to you today because it hit me as I was doing some journaling work today that our only purpose in this world is just to get out of our way, right? And so I wanted to talk to you about that a little bit today because I was doing some writing around, you know, just being good enough and what if you were already enough. And it's funny because it was a journaling prompt that was given to me in this program that I'm currently taking. And it's funny that the prompt was around being, you know, good enough, already having everything inside of you that you need, you know, already just being perfect as you are. And it's interesting to me because every time that I've prayed about, you know, God, what is my message? What is it that you want me to, you know, to say to your daughters today? How can I help your daughters today? What message do you want to come through me? Like, what is my message? Every time I've done that, it has been just simply, he said to me, Kendra, let them know that they are enough. Right? And so when I got this, assignment today to write about, you know, being enough and being perfect as is, I was kind of like, oh, okay. So as I was writing, it just took me down this path of really, not only just tuning into myself, but really getting honest with myself. And so today I want to talk to you really just about some truth, right? Some truths that we tend to look at and think, that can't be the way it is. That can't be how things are done, because we have, you know, lived most of our lives with this false belief or these false conditions that we choose to place on our relationships, our business, our money, our health, our fitness, and all that stuff, right? And so today what I just want to share with you is the way for you to get to that place of knowing what your purpose is, walking in that purpose, the way that you get to creating the impact and the influence that you desire, and creating prosperity, not just in your inner self, but also in every area of your life, is by getting out of your way. Okay. And so what I mean by that is getting out of your way with the thoughts and the beliefs that you have that aren't serving you. And so one of the things I wrote down today as I was writing was around this concept of deserving, right? The concept of deserving. And there are, when I think about all of the dreams and the visions that I have for this coming year, I think about the traveling that I want to do. On my vision board, I have 3 locations that I really am looking to bring into my life. And those places are Paris, Dubai, and Bali, right? Those are 3 places that I am just like headstrong and focused on. Yes, I'm visiting each of those places, right? And there was a part of me when I first admitted to myself that that's what I wanted, that was kind of like, well, do you deserve that, right? It was that little voice, a little inner critic that was like, do you deserve that? Do you deserve to go to all of these, beautiful places? Have you done enough work yet? You haven't reached, this level in your business yet. So I don't know if it's okay for you to want this. And so it's like that internal struggle, that internal push and pull that we tend to feel when we have a big dream or a desire or a want. And we think to ourselves, is it okay for me to have that? And so what came up for me today is, okay, Kendra, you've had this belief, I've had this belief that in order to have, the wants of life, not necessarily the needs, but the wants of life, that you have to do something in order to deserve it, right? It's just like, sometimes when we tell our kids, okay, well, if you're really good today, then you'll get ice cream or you'll get candy or whatever it is, right? And so we put this condition around their behavior that if they act this way, they get this, okay? And that's kind of how I was looking at the things that I want in my life is, okay, Kendra, well, you have to act this way and be good for this period of time and create, this type of income in your business and be this kind of mom and be this kind of wife. And then you can deserve to have those things. Then you can deserve to go on that vacation or to buy yourself those shoes or that bag or whatever. When, to be honest, in truth, if we're being truthful about things, there aren't any conditions that we need to place on the things that we want. That's just a story that we keep telling ourselves. And maybe as kids, it worked, right? As kids, it worked. But it no longer serves you when you grow up into the woman that you are and you're now ready to fully, create your life, step into your purpose. That no longer serves you, because then when people come to you and they tell you how great you are at what you're doing, when people say, hey, I want to pay you because I want to work with you, when people want to give you amazing testimonies, there's a part of you that will struggle with that and feel like, well, do I really deserve that? Have I done enough work? Did I put enough effort into this? Or maybe you, create a program, right? Let's say, because I've done this before where I've created a free program or even a paid program, like on the fly, where I get this download of, ooh, I want to do this. And I create it on the fly and I promote it and I sell it, or maybe I promote it and, it's a free program. So people join in. And then sometimes there's that part of me that goes, oh, but did I put enough work into this? Did I dig deep enough? Did I pull enough content out? Is my content good enough? And so it's this condition that we place on ourselves that when we continue to do that, it blocks us from fully seeing our purpose, from fully stepping into our purpose. And it's this whole idea that in order to have the things we need and want, that we have to somehow have these conditions around deserving to have it. And the truth is, you deserve to have whatever you want. And that's where I'm at right now, where I'm learning that, wow, I deserve to have whatever I want to have, right? And of course, there's still that voice that I'm working with inside of me that says, okay, well, you've got to work a little bit harder. You've got to do this. You've got to do that in order to have it. And so I'm working constantly every day on that voice to say, no, I deserve it simply because I'm here, simply because I'm in this amazing universe, simply because I'm breathing. I deserve to have it, right? And it's funny because when I think about, my God, and for you, it may be creator, universe, whatever that is, whatever the higher power is for you. But for me, it's God. Whenever I think about the love that God gives to me freely, he doesn't put conditions on it. He doesn't say to me, okay, well, now I've brought you into this world, so now you need to prove yourself, and then you'll deserve to have my love. Then you deserve to, have my grace and my mercy, right? No. He doesn't say that. So the truth comes down to being that you get to have whatever your heart desires, whatever is coming through you, you get to have that because it was birthed inside of you and simply because you're here. There's nothing you need to do. There's no amount of hours you need to work. There's no amount of, money that you need to make. It's simply you deserve to have that. Now, is there work that goes into creating the things that you want? Yes. Yes, there is. So just because you deserve to have something doesn't mean that it's just going to pop out of thin air. What it means is that you deserve to have it and to get into that place of knowing that I get to have it. This gets to be mine. And then seeking to tune into the aligned action or the idea or whatever it is that comes to you that will help you get to that thing that you want. But see, where we mess up at is we get in our way in our minds by saying, oh, I don't know if I deserve that. Do I really deserve that? Am I good enough to have that? And then because that's our mindset, because that's our thoughts, that's what we're focusing on, the idea, the opportunity, the person, whatever that can help us get it is not seen to us because we're too busy focused on trying to figure out if we're good enough, right? Trying to figure out if we deserve it, trying to figure out if we've done enough work, right? And so we miss opportunities. We miss the ideas. We miss the money that may be there for us, right? We miss it because we're all up in here trying to reconcile and prove to ourselves that we're good enough or that we deserve it. When in all actuality, you don't need to prove anything. There's nothing that you need to prove at all. Your job is to accept that, yes, you deserve it. And then to remain open and available to the ideas, the people, the opportunities that will be brought to you to help you go get it. And that works the same way with money, with love, with your health, your fitness, whatever. It works the same. The other side of this, the other thing that came to me today as I was writing my journal is that you also have to really allow yourself to get to a place of understanding that you're fully supported no matter what. Regardless of what it may look like, regardless of what the circumstances are in front of you, regardless if your bank account says you're on negative, regardless if you've launched a program and nobody has joined, it doesn't matter. The truth of the matter is that you're always supported. Always. And so it comes down to what I was talking about yesterday with trust and faith. It comes down to us really digging deep into that belief that even though we can't see it, even though you can't see the support, that it's there. And if you can choose to believe that and choose to believe that you're supported, even when things around you look freaking crazy and chaotic, then what happens? You allow yourself to be open to receive the ideas, the opportunities, the people, whatever it is that needs to be brought to you to help you get to the thing that you desire. And see, I feel like that, and a lot of it I get is around conditioning, where we believe and we tend to make things harder than what they need to be. And I'm like, gosh, you guys, I'm like the queen. Used to be. I'm not going to claim it anymore. Used to be the queen of just making things so difficult because in my mind, I just couldn't believe that it could be that easy. Right? Because your mind wants you to believe that it's got to be hard, that you've got to strive, that you've got to be stressful, that you've got to be exhausted, that you have to, work 60, 70 hours a week, that you have to work 10 hours a day, that you have to, reach out to a certain number of people a day, that you have to create a certain amount of programs a year, that you have to launch a new program every day or whatever. And what it really comes down to is getting back to the truth of who you are, getting back to the truth of what is aligned for you to be doing, and then taking those actions. But to get to that space, you've got to clear out all the crap that's in your head that's telling you anything different than what it is you desire, right? And so life then gets to be fun. Life then gets to be enjoyable. Life then gets to be something that you actually wake up every day and get excited about, right? Oh, All right. Sorry about that, guys. My, I had a notification, and of course it went to my email instead of the live stream. So anyway, so life gets to be fun. It gets to be easy. It gets to be enjoyable. And one of the things that keeps hitting me deep in my heart and in my soul that I want to share with you is that we weren't brought into this world to struggle and to be unhappy, to be, depressed, to feel hopeless, to feel like we are alone, right? Because we're not. And I think that when we can realize that, if you think about it in the sense of your own children, if you have children, you didn't bring your children into this world for them to simply be birthed and then you just leave them and say, okay, figure it out on your own. Figure out life. I gave you life, so now you just figure it out. No, right? Like, you brought your children into this world because, number one, maybe you wanted children, but then as they grow up and they're here, you are guiding them, right? You're there to support them. You're there whenever they fall down and hurt themselves. You're there whenever they make a mistake. You pick them back up and you help guide them back into the right direction. You're there to help them navigate the different, experiences that we have in life, right? So the same thing is available to you, maybe not in the physical, tangible sense, but Spirit, God, universe, creator is there to support you and to help you through this journey if you will allow. If you will allow. And the ways in which you don't allow is by choosing to believe that you're not supported, by choosing to believe that people are against you, by choosing to believe that the only way to make things happen is to work really, 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 really hard for it, that you have to, compete and be better than another person in order to get where you want to go, that, it's believing that people are out to get you. Like, it's believing the stuff that just gets in your way, and that shuts off the support that the universe and that God wants to give to you. It shuts it off completely. Because while you're over here trying to do in the physical and make things happen and make this happen and make that happen and make that happen, you're shutting off your connection to the power that's inside of you. You're shutting off to the connection to your intuition inside of you that's probably knocking at you saying, hello, if you would just sit down, clear your mind for a moment, tune in, and seek the support that you need from within you, you'll figure it out. Right? And that's such a huge breakthrough for me this year that, that when I have moments of doubt, when I have moments of frustration, when I have moments of confusion, right? Because it's going to come. But what I've learned this year is that I can choose in that moment instead of feeling overwhelmed and stressed out and not knowing what to do and what action to take, I can sit down, get still, tune in and ask myself and ask God, okay, what do I do here? What needs to happen here? What needs to be my next step? What do I need to see in this situation? And trusting and knowing that the answer will come to me. And every single time, you all, the answer is revealed to me. But unless you get out of your way, unless you get out of your way by sitting down and tuning in, you're never going to get that answer. You're going to keep spinning your wheels, doing the things that you think you should be doing the things that the world says you should be doing, when in reality, the answer is in here just waiting for you to tap into it. And that brings me to another point. I've had this thought running through my mind for probably the past month. And it's a biblical principle, but in the Bible it says, what is the scripture? It says, be not of this world. Do not be conformed. I'm going to find it. Hold on a second. Do not be conformed to this world. And so where is it? It's in Romans 12:2. And so it says, and do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. And so the thought that's been running through my mind for like the past month is, I'm not of this world. I am not of this world. I am not of this world. And that's just been a repeating thing for me that just keeps coming to me over and over again. And I'm like, okay, what is that about? And it's like, it's my intuition telling me that, Kendra, you're not of this world. Quit trying to conform and go by the rules and check the boxes and make sure you do everything that you should be doing and making sure that you do everything that people say you should be doing. And instead choose to tune in, choose to renew your mind, right? When you renew something, what happens? You erase all the stuff that needs to go away, right? You erase and you clean all the dirt and crap and stuff that is causing your mind to be cluttered, right? And instead you choose to renew it. And when you do that, you put on a new way of thinking, right? You put on a new way of seeing things. It's like putting on new glasses and seeing your life in the world through new lenses. And so what that is saying to me is, yeah, you're not of this world. Right? Like, you're in this world, but you're not of this world. So sit down, tune in, renew your mind, and then you will prove what is good, and you will align yourself with the perfect will of God, right? And so that's all about alignment. And one of the things that I write in my journal every day is one of my beliefs is that every day I am walking in the purpose and aligned will of God. And you hear some people talk about how it's aligned action, being aligned to your purpose. And that's what that is for me. And so whatever your higher higher belief is, that's what that is for you. Is sitting down, renewing your mind, and allowing yourself to be aligned with the will and the purpose of God. And sometimes the right thing for you to do may not logically look like the right thing for you to do, right? Like, there may be something that you need to let go of, that you need to cut off and turn away from, where your logical mind goes, well, that doesn't make any sense. Like, I should do this. I should work at it a little bit more. I should try to do something different. I should try to do this, when what you're being told is to cut it off and turn it in another direction, right? And I can say that from experience, because there's been things here recently where in my past, I would keep going in, trying to do something different, trying to do this, and maybe I'll try this, or maybe I'll try that in a particular situation that I'm working through. Whereas now it's like I hear the voice of my intuition telling me, no, cut that off and move this way. Cut that off. Quit trying to go back and fix this and fix that and figure out what you can do different and what went wrong and what happened. And simply instead choose yourself in a space of love, and look in a different direction and cut that off and renew your mind in a new direction, in a new way. And so what more? My alarm. So this is like the perfect time of the year to do that, right? Where you get to choose what it is that you're going to release and no longer hang on to. And that's another way in which we get in our way, where we try to hang on to those things that we feel like that we're maybe a little scared to let go of, right? Because we have held on to it for so long, and we've worked through it for so long, and we've tried so many things for so long, that we're so invested in it, that if we let go of it, we're kind of like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? And that's where that trust and faith comes back in, right? And so this is the best time right now, as you're about to go into a new year, to release the stuff that is not serving you. Literally, like, you are allowed to release the things that are not serving you. And that in and of itself is a way for you to renew your mind, right? Because when you choose to release something, you then make room for something else to take its place, something else better to take its place. And so that's how I look at it. It's like pruning a tree, or like weeding your garden, right? You have all these little weeds that pop up in our garden. And your garden is your mind. Your garden is your heart. And so when you've got these little weeds that are popping up in there, they can kind of cover up your vision, right? And make it a little bit more difficult for you to see clearly and to see what you should be doing. And so this is the time when you get to prune that out. You get to pull the weeds, and you get to clear things out, and you get to start anew in the new year. And when you do that, you're then allowing newness to come to you. You're allowing new ideas to come to you. You're allowing new opportunities. You're allowing new money to come to you. You're allowing, new ways of being to come to you. And so I just encourage you to think about how you are in your way. Like, even journal on that and just do like a stream of conscious journaling time where you ask yourself, in what ways am I in my way? What beliefs am I holding on to that are in my way? What relationships am I holding on to that are in my way? What habits am I holding on to that are in my way? What emotions am I holding on to that are in my way? Like, ask yourself that question. And on the surface, you may think, well, I don't know the answer to that. But what I'm going to tell you is that your subconscious always knows the answer. Always. So just ask yourself that question and literally write what comes to you. Write what comes out of you, because it's going to be the truth. Don't filter it. Don't try to make it sound pretty or make it sound politically correct or make it sound nice or whatever. Just allow whatever comes through you to come through you and to come out. And you will see the answers before you of what it is that's standing in your way. You will see exactly how you are in your own way. And the moment you get out of your way, the moment you do the work and you keep doing the work to get out of your way every single day, is the moment that you will begin to have these amazing ideas that just seem to come out of nowhere, right? This is when you'll begin to have the things that just pop into your consciousness and you're like, oh, wait a minute. And here's something I'm going to say about that. This thought just occurred to me. When you decide that you do this exercise, right, and things come to you, that's not the end. The job of your subconscious, when you tap into it and do like a stream of conscious journaling exercise, the job of your subconscious mind is to bring it forth in your conscious mind so that then you become aware of it, right? But that's not where you stop. That's where you begin. Because once it is brought to your attention, once your subconscious says, boom, here's how you're standing in your way, Kendra, you keep thinking that, that this has to be hard or whatever it is for you. Once you become aware of that, that is when the real work begins. And you then look at, okay, uncovering why do I believe that work has to be hard? Why do I believe this certain belief here? And then what new belief can I create for myself that's more in aligned with where I want to go? And then you've also then got to look at what emotions and what thoughts go with that belief, that new belief system, right? And then you've got to choose to operate from that space every single day, no matter what, okay? And so what does that mean? That's called renewing your mind. That's called pulling out the old crap that's in there that's not doing you any good. It's bringing it to your awareness. It's looking at it. It's creating a new thought and a new way of being to get you in alignment to your purpose. It's choosing to align your emotions, your thoughts, and your will with that. And it's you. Hey, Cynthia. And it's you walking in that direction purposeful. That is what it comes down to when I talk about renewing your mind, right? And so just because when I told you to do that exercise a few moments ago, when things come to you from your subconscious, that doesn't mean that you then stop and go, oh, okay, all right. I see. This is how I'm in my way. I think it has to be hard. I don't feel I'm good enough. I've got some wounds I need to heal. That's not where you stop, right? Your subconscious has done its job by showing you how you're in your way. It's then your job to create a new belief system, to create new thoughts, to create new emotions, to create new ways of being, to create new ways of showing up, right? That then becomes your job, and for you to do that every single day. And you simply repeat that process in every area of your life. And I guarantee you, when you do that and you take the time to do it, you will begin to see amazing miracles taking place in your life, in your business, in your relationships, or whatever. All right. And it's understanding too that you've got to release the conditions of how it has to look. Because sometimes, and I've done this before too, and I still have to work on myself with this, that when I'm given an idea, or I'm given an opportunity, or something comes my way, I immediately go into, it needs to work out this way. This is how it should look. And then because my mind is so focused on it has to look this way, I'm completely missing the idea, the opportunity, the person, the money, whatever that's over here that can help me get to where I want to go, because I'm so focused on the condition of how it must be. And so you've got to release the conditions and the expectations and the outcome around how things need to be in your business and life. It's okay to create your goals and to create your expectations and all that, but it's important to not be so attached to them that you don't see the opportunity or the person or the money or whatever that's right there that's there to help you move forward. Okay? All right. That's all I got, you guys. So listen, later today I'm going to be posting about my purpose party that I am having, my virtual purpose party that I'm going to be hosting next week. And it's all around, it's a free training that I'm going to do in my group, Epic Boss Babes. And what I'm going to be talking about is, number one, stepping into your purpose, activating your purpose, and expanding your purpose. Because over the past 2 years, 2016 was the year that I really stepped in and said yes to my purpose. 2017 has been my year of activating my purpose and actually, activating it from the sense of putting myself out there more, creating programs, creating courses, working with clients. And so I've activated my purpose. And in 2018, it's going to be about expanding that purpose, meaning impacting more people, having more of an influence, having a bigger influence, right? And so I want to share with you a little bit of that process and help you to fine-tune what your purpose is and how to tap into your purpose, how to activate it, and how to expand your own purpose. Because as humans, we're wired to be on purpose, right? I think a lot of us will tend to ignore the fact that we really want to live a purpose-filled life. But if you're on my page, if you're in my community, you're a woman like me who is driven by purpose. You're a woman who is driven by making an impact and having it, right? You're a woman who wants to have prosperity, not just in the physical sense of money and things, but in your inner self, in your mind, in the way that you love, and the way that you show up, right? And so that's who you are. That is who you are. And so I'm going to be teaching in this training around how to the process of stepping into that, activating your purpose and expanding it. Okay. So I'll put the link here in my comments for my group, and then you can go join the group, and then I'm going to do the training actually in my Epic Boss Babe group. It's a free training, you guys. So it's nothing that you need to feel, there's no investment or whatnot. It is just something that I felt called to create, and I am honoring that call that has been placed within me. So here is the link. I'm going to put it in here for you. Oh, I can't type. Oh my gosh. Here's the link to join the free training. All right. And so you've got that there. You can send your request, and you'll be in the group, and you'll be there. So even if you can't be there live, you will be able to watch the recordings of the purpose. I'm calling it my purpose party. It is a purpose party. It is a 3-day live stream event in my group. We're going to have fun with it. The trainings will probably be like 30 to 45 minutes long. So nothing like nothing over an hour. But yeah, be there if you really are looking to step into your purpose, activate your purpose, and expand your purpose in 2018. I'm going to help you do just that. Okay. So, as always, leave your comments, leave your questions, leave your thoughts, whatever resonates with you. I always love to come back and read what you guys have to say, what you ladies have to say, what came through for you. So please leave your comments and your thoughts, and then join me next week for the purpose party that's going down in my group, Epic Boss Babes. I'll post about it later today. I've got to go play with my little girl now because she's looking at me like, Mommy, I want to play a game. So I told her after this live stream that we would play a game. So you guys have a fantastic day. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching live. And if you're watching recorded, thank you as well. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye.